Hey loves, so I want to welcome you guys back to Regulate, our 15-minute breath and body ritual. Yesterday we got started with day one. We were introduced to some sensual movements. We stayed really easy, really simple, and in the upper body. This is a practice in presence. Coming to the mat every single day as a ritual practice is a way to get us to drop out of the head, drop into the body, and learn how to be more in the present moment. And the benefit of being in that present moment is to establish a place of peace. The benefits of slowing down, the benefits of moving stagnant, stuck, and stored energy and emotions out of the body, as well as regulating the nervous system. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in today. I will meet you on your mat if you are not there already, and we will get started. We're gonna find that comfortable seat on our floor. If you're in a chair, that's fine. If you're on your bed, that's fine. But if you are on your mat on the floor, that's perfect. We'll move the fleshy parts of the butt out of the way. And before we get started doing anything at all, we are going to do a check-in. So I am not sure if it is morning for you, if it is nighttime for you, or if you are popping into this video midday. But wherever you are, whatever you've been doing, you've taken the time to come and sit and be in your 15 minutes. And so we're always gonna start that with checking in with the breath. I'm gonna go ahead and start our timer, and all I want you to do from the time I say go, is just start counting your breaths. How are you breathing right now? Each inhale, just count it as one. Every time you inhale and exhale. And you don't need to change anything about the way that you're breathing. We're not making changes. You're simply just observing. We are counting the breath and just seeing how many breaths we're taking right now. And also, as you're counting, you can observe how you're breathing as well. So are you mouth breathing right now? And if so, don't change it. We're just observing. Are you breathing through your nose? Are you doing a combination of both? Are your breaths sort of shallow and hitched? Are they long, deep draws? Are they reaching the belly? Are you breathing more in the shoulders and in the chest? Does it feel tight to breathe? And you can stop counting. And so I just want you to keep that number in mind for how many breaths you took. And so what we want to do is we want to aim and we want to work on trying to get those breaths down, honestly, to 6 breaths a minute. 6. And that is a really, really, really beautiful state of relaxation. I just want you to check in if that breath was a little more than 20 breaths, 22 especially, because when we get to 22 breaths and above that, we're in a state of mild hyperventilation. And the thing with stress is that our breath is always going to tell us where we are. And that's one of the most important parts and the most important reasons why we are checking in with the breath through counting those breaths. And so what tends to happen is when we are in a state of stress, or when we are under what feels like pressure, or life is lifing, when we're under a state of too much and that fight flight response is activated, our breaths are usually pretty shallow and they're increased in number. And that's just not really a space that we want to be in, because it is not conducive to rest, relaxation, or a calm and balanced nervous system. So we are going to regulate with our movement and our breath. So all I want you to do is roll your shoulders up toward the ears, back and down. You can allow your palms to rest up. You can allow the palms to rest down, and we're just gonna go ahead and start to deepen that breath right now. And so we want the breath to reach the belly. So again, just like yesterday, if you want to, you can bring your palms to the belly, or you can bring your hands out here just to make sure that that breath is reaching deep down into the belly. So you should feel your belly rise as you breathe in, or belly should press out into your hands. And you don't have to overdo this either. Like, you don't have to try to push your belly out and super over exaggerate the movement. This ain't that. Just breathe in, and naturally you should feel your belly push out. And then when you exhale, you should allow the belly to fall. And we'll breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. last breath, we'll breathe in. And we'll hold this one at the top for just a second. Hold it, hold it. And nice and slowly, I want you to purse your lips like you're drinking through a straw and breathe out. Beautiful. We're gonna inhale. And then as you exhale, we're gonna get started with our movement. We'll go ahead and we'll take a round of head circles, dropping the chin to the chest on an exhale. On an inhale, we're gonna start with some head circles, just like yesterday. Nice and slow, we're slowing down. We're coming into our body. You want to feel here, paying attention to what's going on in the neck. We're going to go opposite direction. So on your next inhale, we'll start. We're drawing a circle with the nose. And exhale as your head comes down. And we're going to go all the way through. So same direction here, starting another circle. And you don't need to crank your neck back and like throw your whole head back. So this is very gentle, very controlled. And exhale, coming down on the other side. And so we're just observing here what we are feeling in the neck space. We're gonna go back in the opposite direction. Inhale. And so what are you feeling? Is there tightness? Maybe your neck is giving some little crackles, or it feels a little crunchy. Maybe this feels really, really good. Maybe this is the first time you've given your neck some attention all day. And so as we inhale, again, we're gonna inhale, loop the shoulders up toward the ears, rolling them back and down, and we're just gonna keep on carrying that into shoulder rolls. So inhale, we roll the shoulders up. Exhale, we drop the shoulders down. Inhale, we roll the shoulders up. Exhale, we roll the shoulders down. And so I want you to keep going with that as you breathe, moving with the breath. Inhale up, exhale down. And so these become the very basic foundations of our sensual movement. All our sensual movement is, and all the dance is stringing along a basic set of moves with a rhythmic flow. And in sensual movement, that rhythmic flow is to move really slowly and really sensually. And by sensual, we don't mean sexy, we mean in the body, in observance of what's going on, feeling through every part of your body. On your next inhale, we're gonna inhale the shoulders up and we're gonna round them forward this time. Okay, so this time we're coming up and rounding them forward on an exhale. Inhale up and round them forward. And some of the moves, they may feel foreign, they may feel a little awkward. Don't worry. I guarantee you by the time we get to day 31, you're gonna be a pro. Inhale and exhale forward. Beautiful. And so we're gonna take the right palm, we're gonna plant the right palm on the side of us. We'll take that left hand, we're gonna bring it up and over. So opening up the side body. And we'll breathe here. We'll take a nice deep breath. And as you breathe, when we say energetically, or when we say breathe into a part of the body, this looks like breathing in and feeling or imagining as if you're breathing that breath right into this space that is opening up in your stretch. And I like to refer to that as letting the light in, because our bodies can get so cramped and tense and closed off. And so when we open up spaces in the body through stretching, it feels really good. And so breath being that life force energy, we want to let that light right in. So we're going to breathe into the side body, and we'll bring the top of the fingertips down, and then we want to feel through. So activating our sense of touch through our sensory receptors in our fingers. You're going to slowly trace down your skin. And here we want to come into the moment. We are observing, what does your skin feel like? What about the texture of your shirt? You can go over the girls, you can go around the girls. It's up to you. All the way down. Maybe there's a contrast, a difference in the texture of the pants you have on versus the shirt you have on, but we're coming all the way down. And we'll inhale, sit up. Exhale, plant the palm here. We're gonna inhale the arm up, opposite arm. We're gonna exhale, lean into that side body stretch. And then we'll breathe here. Again, sending that breath all the way into the side body. Make sure the shoulder stays open. And we'll bring those fingertips down to the head. And we'll trace all the way down the side body. So again, giving some attention to your hair, maybe the back of your neck, your shoulder. Here is all about wherever your fingertips feel like going. I always say just kind of let it roam all the way down. And we'll inhale, sit up. And we're gonna send this into our seated cat-cow. We'll scoop the belly, round the back. And on an inhale, we're gonna push through, opening the chest. And then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And from here, I want you to lean forward even further into that. Good. And on your next inhale, we're going to continue to carry it into a circle. So we're inhaling until we get about halfway around the circle. I want you to follow your breath with this one, play with it. And as you exhale, we want to sort of take that round through the back. And then inhale forward. So anytime the chest is opening and expanding, we are inhaling. And then as we get ready to close, we want to exhale. Or constrict, we want to exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So just some chest circles. We'll go in the opposite direction. So we're going to inhale forward. And exhale back. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Last circle, inhale forward. And exhale back. And we'll sit up nice and tall and straight. And we're gonna inhale, we're gonna take those arms all the way up. We're gonna interlace the fingertips and we're gonna press up. I realized yesterday it kind of got cut off in the video in the top. So we're inhaling the arms up, and then we'll interlace the fingertips and then turn the palms forward as best you can. We want to drop the shoulders away from the ears. Nice deep breath here. And then we'll bring both hands down to the top of the head this time. And then nice and slowly, we're gonna allow those hands, fingertips, palms to travel all the way down until you get back to the tops of your thighs. And we're just observing. And it's okay to stay here. I want you to pay attention to how your hands move, to where they move. Are there any areas that need attention? Are there any areas that we try to avoid? And so we're just gonna take a rock from side to side here. So using your core, okay, without lifting your body off the ground, we're gonna lean right, and then we're gonna tighten up the core. I want you to pull yourself up and lean to the left. So the head should be the last thing to fall. So we'll inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, and then exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. And inhale. Bring it up. Beautiful. And so we'll drop the head back down. On an inhale, we'll lift the chin up, nose to the sky. And exhale, drop the head down. And we're gonna take really tiny micro circles with the chest now. So before we were making them kind of big and exaggerated, but now I want you to hone in just really, really small. Just really super small. Circles with the chest. Paying attention to your breath. And then we'll go in the opposite direction. And so circling is a foundational move for sensual movement. We do a lot of circling, whether it's with the head, whether it's with the chest, whether it's with the hips. Beautiful. And so we will close out as per usual. We're gonna lie down for 3 more deep breaths, and then that's it. I hope that you feel a little bit more grounded than you did when you first came to the mat. And so we're gonna move into this really slowly. So I will meet you on your back, and you can take your time getting there, right? Slowly pull your leg out, point your toes. Take your time to lie down. And so we'll extend the legs out long, and you can bring your hands to the belly, or you can allow your palms to just rest at your sides. I'm going to do palms to the belly today. And I just want you to check in with your breath one last time, and check in with your body. So how does your neck feel, right? We'll do a quick body scan, just checking in with the head, the neck, the shoulders, and just being in observance of how you feel now. And we'll take 3 deep breaths together, and we are all set for today. Deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. And I encourage you to stay here in this space as long as you like, or as long as you need. And so we are all set. I hope that felt good for you. And just know that as the days go on, we will add a little bit more to this movement, but this is about creating routine and ritual. This is about repetition and really getting this movement deep into the body so that you are familiar with it on a cellular level. It is a great place for slowing down. For some of you that felt like we were moving way too slow, that's good. I want you to pay attention to that. And if you feel like it's too slow, slow down even more. Thank you guys, and I will see you tomorrow for day 3 of Regulate. Have a wonderful rest of your day.